Hello everybody, my name is Aceface and welcome back to our challenge to get 100 million ISK as quick as possible on a brand new character. Previously we were in null-sec, we entered null-sec and we're searching for some data and relic sites. Unfortunately we didn't find anything of particular value, so we're going to continue here searching for more data and relic sites. So I'm going to launch my probes here and do some scanning, see if we can find anything. We see 2 signatures here, so that's perfect. And there's also no one in the system, which is a good sign for us to start searching for these data and relic sites. Because if there's someone here, high risk that they could be out there for us. Not high risk, but there is a risk that they could be out there for us. And I don't think it's something we want to chance, because then we'll lose all our progress so far. We need to be very careful when we're going around if there are people in the system. But since there's no one here in the system, it's alright, we can be a bit more chill. Let's make the scan radius a bit smaller. Can put the probe launcher to the side so we can see our Heron here. I wonder what kind of systems we could go to. Let's see if we can scan down this signature. We can just double click here to move a bit, move it down and make it a bit smaller. So we can look on the exploration tab, cosmic signatures, and look for systems that have a lot of cosmic signatures. What we can actually do is instead do like this, because if we want to find systems that have as few people as possible, we can sort of search for systems with few people. Do something like this. I'll put the scan location near the planet, because they tend to be a bit more close to these planets, just to chance. Otherwise I usually put in the center of this red bubble. Okay, so we'll sort here in the cog by, there's a tab I think in geography. Average pilots in space in the last 30 minutes. So we can sort of sort out a bit of the systems based on the amount of people in space. Okay, move this a bit. Doesn't seem like I'm making a whole lot of progress, but 21% soon there. Okay, and we'll find some systems with few people in them. So you can see in this region of space there's a very few amount of people here. So we could perhaps just plot a route and go through here. It seems pretty chill. And also something I want to do is in the route planner put shorter, because then we're going to go through null-sec like that. Otherwise it'll take us back through high-sec and then to low-sec. That's not nice. Okay, we see someone's entered the system and there's no reason for us to keep being here. So what we will do is press C and look at this gate. We can warp to this asteroid belt, double check there's no one there on the gate. In the D-scan, we established a D-scan filter before. Check the previous videos for that. We can scan if people are nearby. So if we select the filter that we made, and then put the angle to a very low angle, and then we can sort of cone in or home in on the gate and see what's there. So the way the D-scan works is it looks at anything in this cone, and we can establish the cone angle by altering this here. And we look around to change where we're looking at. So we'll press C and then click on the gate, and it'll look at the gate because it's very close. That's why it doesn't look like we're looking at it, but we just looked at it. You can see we're looking at it there. So we'll just click a scan. There's no one there. Great. This zone will just warp straight into the Stargate. So we'll continue on this route and search for the data and relic sites. Now I'm curious, what kind of NPCs do we have in the Scalding Pass? Because we are in drone regions actually. Drone regions do not spawn relic sites, they only spawn data sites. I like to be able to go for some relic sites because they are very valuable. So we get Scalding Pass. Now we'll see what kind of NPCs we've got here. No one here, so we can just go to the next system. And we can actually launch these probes because we've got one signature here. Just make a quick scan. Now press stop, so we just sit on the gate. Okay, we find angels here. Okay, angels, that's good, because angels are not rogue drones, so you can find relic sites there. Good, good, good. Move this a bit up, perhaps. Maybe here, I think, is a good place. So we can still see our ship. Or maybe make this a bit smaller. Okay, we've got 5%. We can make this a bit smaller. And we can just go close to this gate. So if we find any hostiles here, we can just jump straight away. And then we'll be somewhat safe if we warp fast. Let's make the scan a bit smaller. We get some NPC pirates attacking us, so we just need to be a bit careful, but they're not too bad if we're fast. We can orbit this at close. Orbit this at 500 maybe. We can scan faster because we're not scanning particularly fast. We've got bad scanning skills, and it seems like this is a difficult signature to scan down. It could mean something good, it could be something bad, we'll see. You can find special type of data sites called ghost sites. They're pretty hard to scan down, but they can give a lot of loot. Those are the only data sites which I find to be very profitable. Okay, that was a combat site, not something we want to do, so we'll go to the next gate. You can see, we just jump straight away at the click of a button. Any signatures here? Nothing here. Next system. So it's just like this, we warp to the next system. Just simple as that, and look for these signatures until we find a signature that is a relic or data site, and then boom, we scan it, we hack it, and then we get the good loot. Took a little bit of damage in our shields, but that's just going to regenerate, no problem. Viral infector and violated drones. We've got lots of drones. Anyone here? Pretty quiet amount of system. A pretty quiet string of systems we got. That's great to see. They look pretty quiet on the map as well. Not a whole lot of people. Like you can see, the journey we're taking is pretty quiet. Not a whole lot of people. There's jumps. 2 pilots in the system, but not a whole lot. And I think it's because, generally speaking, in drone regions in EVE Online, there's not a whole lot of people. This is more like an abandoned region of space, because drone regions are usually a bit further away from the main systems compared to other regions of space. And then they also tend to be a little bit worse in terms of like relic sites. Oh, there's a lot of people there. Oh, okay, we need to be a bit careful here. Okay, we'll get to the explanation of the drone regions. Just to keep it short, drone regions, generally speaking, are not as populated as normal systems. Until now, this system we see. Okay, what we want to do is look at this system. Is there anything nearby that is 16 AU away? Look at this gate there. Is this one far away? Or up to this at 100 perhaps, if we're able to scan what's in that gate. Perhaps we can. We'll see if it's possible. Come on, 14 AU. Oh. It's not close enough. Is there nothing here on the map that is close enough? Otherwise we're sort of going to be forced to go through this one. We could otherwise look at this gate here, and oh, there is a lot of people there. But since there's a lot of people there, there's perhaps not going to be a lot of people here. So we could try going here. Oh, this is not a good time actually. This is something I worry about, because there's a gate camp. There's a big gate camp there. They're going to destroy you straight away. Mobile warp disruptors, they like to destroy you. A bunch of ships there. There's a high risk we're going to die here. If you want to save a ship, I would advise perhaps you going back. We're just going to be a bit risky here. Oh yes, there was no one here. Great. Okay, good. Because this is a system that's close to low-sec, so people are probably trying to enter null-sec by going through that low-sec system. That's why a lot of people are just going to be sitting there camping away. Oh, okay, but they're very far away, these two players, 1,000 kilometers, so they're not going to be able to get us. Let's go to the next system, and we're not going to bother scanning because there's people in this system. If it's obvious that they're AFK, like these people, maybe we could, because there was a transport ship over there. The other guys seem to be maybe AFK, but I prefer to go a little bit deeper, considering we found a big gate camp not so far away before. We've still not found any ISK. We need to find ISK. ISK is important for us. We could do some of these product discovery slides in the meantime. Could be good to do. Okay, we've got a signature here. And we've got no people in the system, so we can go for this. Let's go here. Move the scan bubble a bit up. There we go. We can just press enter here on product discovery to be able to get some extra side ISK. Improve. What is this? Wait, 1 second. Oh, this is the ghost site. This is what I was talking about. Those very valuable data sites. This is exactly what we want. Let's go here. Okay. Ghost sites are like data sites, but the thing is, if you stay here for too long, NPCs will warp in and destroy you. So you have to do this very fast, very, very fast. So take max 2 of these cans. I maybe go for 3 depending on how quickly I hack these, but no more than 3 I'm going to go for. But if you're failing over and over again here, it's not going to be a good time. You will run out of time. I think there's a couple of minutes you've got to do the sites. But just go for what is closest. You see this one here is 15 kilometers away, so we'll go for this one. Data banks are also the high tier. They're like the most valuable types of data sites. The mainframes are the second most valuable, and the comm towers are the worst. So we're going to just speed run this because I don't have enough time to explain exactly what I'm doing, but I'll explain later in more normal data sites that have no ghost sites. Okay, there we go. We got the system core. Quickly hack this. Open this up. 14 million. Oh, Packrat mobile tractor unit. That is a great thing to see. That is quite valuable. Go for this one now, please. Fast. Important to use the MWD, that Microwarpdrive, because it makes us go a lot quicker. This is worth quite a bit, actually. Okay, orbit here. Data Analyzer. And just make our way towards the opposite end of this grid. There we go. We've got the site hacked. Can I open up, please? Thank you. Oh, we've got that as well. Great. Now we'll go for this one. Actually, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to warp away. I do not want to risk it. I know it might be enticing, but I'm not going to risk it because there's a high risk of me getting destroyed. I just felt like that I was spending a bit too much time warping around to the canisters or the data banks. That I just felt like the time was not enough. But I think if we read online, there's a specific amount of time that it takes for the data sites to have the NPC spawn in. We'll just read here because I can't remember if there's any specific time, because if there is a specific time, you could always just note that down in a time or something like that the second you warp in. So here, ghost site time. Because there's a time it takes, and then after this invisible timer has ended, then the NPCs will come in and destroy you. Let's see now. The site timer varies considerably from around 30 seconds to a few minutes. It's random. Okay. So that's why we're going to be really careful here. So, I mean, it was good that we only went for 2 because it could be a lot worse. We got a lot of loot, 27 million from these covert research tools. And then these Packrat blueprints are worth quite a bit, as we can see here. We can sell these for like 23 million probably each, 20 million. If we, in the contracts, if we sell them, I think we could contract type want to sell. If we can, these are auctions. Non-auctions go for 25 million ISK, the cheapest one. So we got basically almost 50 million ISK, you could say here, plus 27 million ISK. So we're like at 75 million ISK already. So that is pretty fast. That is actually pretty fast. It was lucky that we found a ghost site here. These are not at all things that are common to find. You can go and explore for a long time and never find a single one of these. But it was just complete coincidence that I found one. So do not at all expect to find one like we found here. But we're almost there already. Like 100 million ISK. We're at almost 100 million ISK. We're just 75. So just 25 million more we can get out of here. And search for more loot. That's really cool to see, actually. We can go to the next system, see what we can find here. It'll be really unfortunate to die now. But, oh, I'm just so happy to see that. Now, a way to sell blueprints is you can sell them in the contracts and then get ISK. But you can also, another way to get the ISK from blueprints is to train the industry skills. Now there's a lot of skills required here, so it's not going to be something relevant to us, but we could buy all these components, and usually, or sometimes, not usually, but sometimes you can buy the components, produce this, and you turn out with a profit depending on how rare the blueprint is. You can actually earn a bit of profit that way as well, but I think more industrial people are trying to gain profit by just buying it. Okay, we see a bunch of people in the system. We can see that there's a planet over there. Well, warp get up there. There's a planet there, so we can warp within 100 and see what we can find in that planet. Note that I'm warping a lot of the times into 100 when I'm going into like an unknown location like that planet. I'm not sure what is there, so just in case. I mean, even though the planet, there's very unlikely that someone is there. There's more likely someone's on the gate waiting for people. I'm just warping 100 just to be sure. Okay, so now what we can do is click on C and look at this gate and scan who is here. So we see that there's no one here at this gate when we're looking at this. So now it's free for us to go. We know that there's no one there. So we can just go and jump. But I'm really happy we've got 2 of those valuable blueprints plus all these covert research tools. That's really great to see. Mobile depot over there, 200 kilometers away. Increase the range to see, like in a 360 bubble, you can see anyone close to us. There's more people here. A Heron. Okay, there's another explorer who went away. Considering a Heron went away, I'm guessing that those cosmic signatures are bad. We can continue here. I think there's not going to be a whole lot of stuff going on in these systems because they are probably a lot more quiet. Because we passed the entry from low-sec, so the rest of these systems, like in deep null, are probably going to be a lot more quiet. See, what do we have here? There's a few people here. No one to see nearby. We'll probably do like this. If we want to take a break, what I do is I warp to planet 100 and make this safe, and then I can sit in the middle of space. Because if you want to like take a break, don't just log out randomly. Because if you log out near a gate, your ship will be in space for a certain amount of time. You can get destroyed. It has happened to me, like multiple times that I've been destroyed that way. So don't do that. Make a safe in the middle of space, and then you can warp to that. And then to be extra safe, what you can do is you can just warp to this. When you go in the logoff, you can actually log off safely. See the log off safely option? That can make so that you disappear the second you log off. Your ship will just disappear. So if we look here, you just have to stay put for a bit. Then we'll be able to log off safely. Just move a bit. Okay, so we log off safely like this and we just do quit. So we're on our way to 100 million ISK very soon there. Hopefully next part we will be able to get 100 million ISK, at least very soon. But it obviously depends a lot on our luck as well. We could get a very bad luck and not find anything, but it feels very promising considering we've got that ghost site already that gave us so much ISK. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.